fam, it's me, Classica, here on Classica Says. We are back with another video. I'm sure you guys have now heard that Takeoff is sadly deceased. First and foremost, I want to make sure that I do address the elephant in the room. This is my second channel, Classica Says, so hopefully you guys are seeing this from my original channel. If you're not, then I do have another channel called Classica Says It All. This is my backup channel, and so if you guys know, then you know your girl was striked from content that I posted to try to get to you guys, and you know YouTube has regulations, so therefore they striked my account, so I was down for a whole week. However, this is my backup channel, so you guys will be seeing content for the rest of the week on this channel, as well as me continuously posting random things that correlates with your interest on this channel as well, at least once a week. I totally forgot that I could be striked and, you know, not be able to post on my original channel, and this is like the eye-opener that all my work and energy that I put into my original channel can be stopped at any point in time on this platform. So therefore I need to make sure I have a backup plan and I don't lose any of my supporters and family and subscribers. And so please, if you are a subscriber to my original channel, Classica Says It All, you will also come to this channel, Classica Says, and subscribe to this one as well, so therefore you don't miss any of my content throughout the times that I post. Okay, but yeah, let's talk about the real important situation. Takeoff. Takeoff has reportedly been reported to be deceased. I don't know how else to say it. It's not alleged. It's not just reports. It's true. He is currently deceased. Like, we will not see Takeoff any further as far as real life situations. Now, like most artists, I'm sure he has music that he has, or the Migos have music that has been pre-recorded that he probably will still put out. For those who don't know, in most cases, these rappers or artists or celebrities do make more money when they are deceased than they are alive, but this is fact. And so they might still put out music regardless of that being a fact. I'm just saying, you know, it's just something that I don't understand, but you know, pay your respects as you should. And yeah, so you know, they might still put out some music with the Migos, and then after that, whatever they don't have, but whatever, you know, not released, that would be it. Okay, and so like I said, blow it up. I know that it's weird, but blow him up, blow Migos up. You know, show your support and show your love, because in the day, this is their job and they need the funds. That's how they get paid. With one of their members gone, it's going to be a whole different. Offset did already start to go on his own. He just did a song, 54321, I believe it was called. I'll link it down below for you guys who wants to hear it. And so I think, you know, even if this situation didn't happen, they were already starting to, you know, separate themselves, and like most groups do once they get to a certain level. And so, you know, this just so happened to be a part of the situation, part of the mix. So with that being said, I do hope that Quavo and Offset still do music. It will be a little bit weird not to have Takeoff there. Maybe they can have some pre-recorded you know, audio and ad-libs that can interject into their new coming music with just those two. But I don't know what's to come. But what we do know is that Takeoff was definitely fatally shot and was found deceased on the scene directly there at that time. Quavo did not get shot, and they were out celebrating Jazz Prince, if I'm mistaken, birthday out in Houston. They were at a private party. They were shooting up dice. It was an argument that happened, and you know, some shots were released, and this is the aftermath of the situation. So let's go ahead and read the TMZ article. I might read two articles, one that's TMZ and then one that's like literally most recently post on Google. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys an active update, but as well as information and how everything has led up to now. Right now it's 10:03 a.m. From now until later, it may be more information that has been released, but I'm trying to give you an update from this morning when it first hit by Say Cheese TV. By the way, this happened technically Halloween night going into November 1st. So, you know, Say Cheese TV was on it. I'm going to try to link their video down below, so therefore you guys can check out that video as well, or whatever information they have going on. Like I said, please make sure you subscribe, check out my other channel, subscribe, and yeah, let's get into the articles. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk about what most likely just happened. Like, this happened 2 hours ago. I'm sorry. Like, the update as much as we can, whatever is just coming out to the public as close to details as possible, we're going to look into. But first, let's go ahead and get into the first article. TMZ, because TMZ, but technically rapper Takeoff was from, what is that, Click to Houston? Oh, Houston News. But everybody was talking about this TMZ article, so let's look at that, and then we'll look at the 4-hour, and then we'll go ahead and look at the most recent real quick. And that's what we'll do. So Takeoff dead at 28 shot in Houston, okay? So 7:11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. In a new video, you can hear Quavo on the phone, presumably with a 911 operator, and he's asking, what does she need to do? A woman on the scene had said she's a nurse and was offering to help Takeoff. 6:36 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. An emergency audio obtained by TMZ. You hear dispatchers discussing the incident, saying 5 shots were fired, and revealing the initial caller said that they heard gunshots and people screaming. Takeoff, 1/3 of Migos, is dead after officially early in the morning shooting in Houston. TMZ Hip-Hop has confirmed. Law enforcement sources and multiple witnesses tell us that the fatal incident went down shortly after 2:30 a.m., which is literally first the day after Halloween. That's when cops got the call for a man who was shot at a bowling alley called 810 Bullards in bowling, which means they have pool and bowling in Houston. It's a private party. We're told Takeoff and Quavo were there playing dice when the altercation broke out, and that's when someone opened fire, shooting Takeoff. Either in the head or near his head, he was pronounced dead at the scene. Okay, TMZ Hip-Hop was obtained footage from the scene, and you can see Quavo in an orange shirt, looks more like scarlet, red to me, and others gathered around Takeoff. At the first sight, they tried to move him, but then put him back down, and Quavo yelled for someone to get help. Police tell us 2 other people were shot and were taken to hospital in private vehicles. We do not know their conditions. Quavo was not injured. Okay? Just as a couple of hours before the shooting, Takeoff posted a picture of himself lighting up. There you go. At the bowling alley, Quavo had posted a video several hours early as he drove around Houston with Jazz Prince, because that's what they were doing, celebrating Jazz Prince's birthday. And we're told that Jazz was not with Quavo and Takeoff when the shooting happened, because he wasn't out there shooting dice, as he shouldn't be. What the heck? Takeoff, whose real name is Kurznick Kari Ball, was the youngest member of Migos. Quavo was his uncle and Offset his cousin. They came together as a group in 2008 in Georgia and became multi-platinum hit makers, dropping their first major hit, Versace. Okay, in 2013, they would hit numbers on number one on Billboard. In 2016 with Bad and Bougie. Okay. Most recently, Quavo and Takeoff right here had released a project as a duo on Confused. They had just released their latest music video, Messy, on Monday. So what I will do is do a video review on this video later on, after this, maybe later on tonight. Takeoff was 28. RIP. This originally was posted at 3:50 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the next one, and then we give you my comments here. I just want to see what's going on. Let's get a quick update. So 4 hours. This is before the 2-hour post of TMZ. Rapper Takeoff from group Migos fatally shot during private party at bowling alley in downtown Houston. Rep confirms they might have posted something without all the information, and then as the story built, they could have came back on here to edit it. You know, because TMZ is doing the same thing, or was doing the same thing. Houston, and investigations underway after rapper Takeoff of the popular group Migos fatally shot during a private party at a bowling alley in downtown Houston Tuesday. A representative from the group confirmed. Officers with the Houston Police Department and emergency officials with the Houston Fire Department responded to reports of a shooting at 810 Billards and Bowling, located at 1201 San Jacinto, around 2:40 a.m. Officers said when they arrived at the scene, they had located a large crowd with a man with a gunshot wound to the head or the neck. The man, whose officer did not immediately identify, was pronounced dead at the scene. According to HPD, Lieutenant Salazar, 40 to 50 people were at the location when the shooting took place. The party reportedly ended at 1 a.m. but carried over until the incident occurred. Investigators said they found multiple shelling cases on the 3rd level outside the bowling and pool hall. During a press conference, police confirmed the group member Quavo and Takeoff were in attendance at the time of the shooting. 2 additional victims were shot and taken to nearby hospital in private vehicles in unknown conditions. Okay. So, officers initially said they would not be releasing victims' identity until his family was notified and his identification was verified by the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences. Police did confirm the victim is a black male in the 20s. A representative from the group confirmed the victim was Takeoff, whose real name was Kurznick Kari Ball. Investigators said they are looking at nearby surveillance videos and working to determine what led up to the shooting. Weeks ago, Quavo and Takeoff released their debut, Only Built for Family Links, without the third member, Offset, which again, like I was saying, I've been getting to, I do feel like, I might have already said that, but I do feel like, Offset's been going on his own. A 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I think the song that he had. And so, Takeoff and Quavo have been doing music, and I think this is, I think that was the path because Offset, was branching off. And in more cases than not, a lot of times, when you get to a certain place, like for instance, you had Destiny's Child and Beyonce, you break off, and that's why I feel like what's happening with this group. So I'm not going to continue to go through that. We're going to the next article with the one that's most updated. So this one says 5 minutes ago. So Migos rapper Takeoff dead at 28 after shooting in Houston. Takeoff, who along with Offset and Quavo is one of the members of rap trio Migos, died in fatal shooting November 1st. Okay, the Migos family has lost a beloved member. Rapper Takeoff was killed in fatal shooting early November 1st in Houston, which we already know. According to authorities, Takeoff, whose name was Kirshner Kari Ball, and his uncle Quavo were attending a private party at 810 Billers. We know this already. A man was pronounced dead at the scene, which we know was was Takeoff. Okay, Quavo, 31, was not injured in the shooting, which everybody was saying that he was. He was not. There were 2 other people that were injured and were taking separate vehicles, which we already know. Offset was not in attendance. He is 30 years old. He appeared to be with his family, which he should be because he is a married man with kids and other kids besides just Cardi B kids. And so he was out with his kids, Cardi B, his wife, and Culture and Wave celebrating Halloween together. And so he was not in attendance of this event, which I'm glad he was not, because what if it was Offset and his kids? Now, I don't know if Quavo, I think Quavo has kids, but I don't know if Quavo and Takeoff has kids or even a girlfriend or a wife. If y'all know, please let me know. As news of Takeoff's passing emerged, many family, fans, and fellow stars took to social media to mourn his death. Okay, Kelly Rowland wrote on her Instagram story, keeping his family in her prayers. Lori Harvey wrote on her story, "It's so heartbreaking. Meanwhile, many understandably still are in disbelief. I'm one of them. Please tell me this is just a bad dream. Please." Tiana Tanner wrote on her Instagram, "I don't want to believe this, little bro. Please." Hour before his death, Takeoff posted a photo of himself on Instagram, set to Playboy Cardi's song "Stop Breathing," which I find to be kind of ironic because, now he's not breathing, and then that's just crazy. So, that is just crazy. So I just want to give you my final opinions and thoughts on the situation. First and foremost, RIP Takeoff. I want to make sure I do say RIP Takeoff. There's a couple of things I still need to figure out. I need to know, I want to know what happened to the 2 people. Who are they? Where were they involved? How were they? Where were they in the situation when they were playing dice? Who in it was the shooter? For a fact, who's the shooter? Because I'm talking about who the shooter is. Essentially, it was one of the security guards or people that was with Takeoff and Quavo, but they have not came out for a fact and said that's what happened. The other thing I want to talk about is why y'all out there shooting dice in the first place. Y'all had a whole Billers and pool hall and bowling hall. Why y'all gotta be over there shooting? I know y'all from Georgia. I get that. That's the thing y'all do. But like, there's a place, it's a place, a time and place for everything. Y'all in Houston. Now, mind you, I probably would play with people that y'all know, but y'all don't really know because y'all don't live with them. They're not from where you're from. Cool or not. I would not be shooting no dice, playing no dominoes, no kind of betting game with anybody from Houston, Texas, anybody from Cali, Chicago, Miami, Georgia, Atlanta, Jackson, Duval, any place that is of a drama field. I wouldn't be playing any of these games with nobody. If you're not in my backyard, that's weird. Yo, that's weird. I'm gonna continue to record, but I know y'all see this. Yo, all right, okay, but like I was saying. If y'all not from this kind of environments, I would not be in them playing those kind of games. And it was a private event, so of course the people that are in their circle that were able to, play, but still. I would not be trusting anybody because at the end of the day, I don't know anyone. I don't want to be involved with any BS, and I would not be sitting there. If I want myself people that get funny with money, just because you got the money to spend and they can match you, I mean, they really got their funds always together. And I ain't taking my chances on people that are out here without the mind to understand stuff like that. And so, mind you, I will say that they were saying Quavo was the one that was originally, getting a little bit rowdy. With the people that are from Houston, but at the same time, it's like, I get your feelings, I get you're human, but you're a whole celebrity, you're a whole person that has, everybody is somebody that, has a life to live, but it's like, you should definitely have taken heed to your placement and, you know, tone down your anger. I know I ain't saying for you to be a PUSSY, but I'm saying for you to do is prevent situations from happening and escalating, because that's what happened. And from alleged sources, they're saying that the security was trying to, you know, calm down situation, so shot fired rounds to like calm down situation. And what happened is the bullet has no names, and those fires that were just random fires of shots, bullets, actually ended up hitting people. Takeoff is one of them. And so that's what allegedly is being said. I don't know. If you guys get the real information, what's happening, or like what happened, please let me know. Keep me posted as soon as possible. I had to change sources. If you see the difference in clarity, I had to change sources. That was weird. I know y'all seen that. It was weird. This whole video has been recorded a little bit weird. We're talking about somebody that's just formally deceased. I'm putting it out there. And so weird-ish happens sometimes. I'm just saying. But I truly am distraught with what happened with this man, because it's like, this is something that could have been avoided. Y'all are playing dice. However, there are a lot of people to this day that really do die off of the game dice, playing dice, shooting dice. When you got money involved in betting and people, it does not always end well in a lot of cases. Okay, there's big boy beasts over this type of stuff, and it's like, I just don't involve me. You're not at a cookout in your backyard. You're at a public place with people from Houston, regardless if it was friends or cool or not. They got all their wits together. And at the same time, it may not even been all that, because the allegedly said it was a security guard that ended up shooting. People, somebody was involved with Takeoff and Quavo that was the one who was doing the shooting. So it doesn't have to do with people like that. It's just like, what happened? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, and I apologize if I'm trying to put the city on anything, but like, I heard about Houston, I heard about Texas in general, so therefore I'm just speaking the facts. But you know, that may not have any factor into the situation. It really could have just been a petty, mistakenly stupid situation that people were involved and got hurt in. And that's what I feel like happened. And you know, at the end of the day, your life is short, your life is precious. Why are y'all shooting dice in a bowling alley? Why aren't y'all with Jazz Prince? Because Jazz Prince was not even nowhere near y'all. If y'all was over there with Jazz Prince, why y'all couldn't be with y'all nieces and nephews celebrating Halloween with them? I mean, I don't know if Quavo and Takeoff got kids or had kids, or have kids. But I mean, like, why don't you be with your kids? Wait, if they had kids, I'm pretty sure they'll be with their kids. I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me, do they have kids? Do they have a girlfriend, a wife, anything under the radar that we don't really know about? Like, let me know. But with that being said, I just feel like, you know, this situation could have been avoided, completely avoided, and it was not. And so with that being said, I want for you guys to subscribe, like, and share. Leave your comments down below. My Instagram is Clarissa Says. So if you find information about the situation, please DM me or email me. Clarissa Says. It's the same thing for both channels. So like, contact me. I'm trying to figure it out. You also find my community tab or down in the comment section where you can leave all your thoughts and opinions. Because I really want to know what's going on and what happened. I really want to know. I do apologize for the pausing of my video feed while I was reading the articles. I told y'all already, if I can't put something in front of it in placement due to the way that I'm editing my video, I apologize in advance. This was a weird recorded video. I don't know why. Maybe I do. But some people don't believe in that kind of stuff. I don't know if I do. But at this point, Halloween was yesterday. So with that being said, y'all, be safe, be vigilant. RIP Takeoff. I do send my condolences to his family and fans and friends. And not even just that, y'all, like, if I can avoid a situation, just avoid it. Like, it's okay to step back, and it's okay to fight. Other thing is, it's okay to fight. I'd rather you fight and then not involve gun violence or even a gun as a warning, because again, bullets have no name. You shooting bullets in the air, it will land. What goes up must come down. You feel me? And so what I'm saying is, I'd rather somebody go through a situation where they got a black eye or they got a bust lip, even a broken arm, and still be here on this earth than to be in the grave somewhere over something petty. Okay, that's my opinion. Y'all can say how y'all feel. That's just my opinion. And with that being said, I'm gonna let this video go. I just don't know how to end it, but I'm gonna let this video go. Oh, one more thing. I want to mention, I think I already mentioned it. I do feel like prior to the situation, they were already going their separate ways because of, you know, the different videos that Quavo and Takeoff had, and then the videos that Offset had. So I feel like that was something that was already happening. But now at this point, without Takeoff, I do want to see if Offset and Quavo make some music together. I also want to see if they will add some of the pre-recorded ad-libs and things that Takeoff already did into the music that they create. Because at this point, it's like you gotta have like a homage to Takeoff kind of album. Like I think that would do great. And I also want to know where this is going to take the group going forward. Like where this is going to place the group going forward. Like this is something that's so somber and life altering and life changing. So I really want to know that. And with that being said, as things unfold, I will give you updates. Please make sure you're subscribing to both channels. This one and my actual channel. It is on strike mode right now, so I can't actually post in there right now for a whole 7 days. So back to next week, Tuesday, I won't be able to post. But I will be posting videos on this channel as well weekly. So therefore, you're not missing anything. Even when I do get that channel back, I'll post them there and here. So therefore, if you're subscribing here, please subscribe there so you don't miss anything. Because I want to give you out some updates. I'm just like, oh my God, it's just so sad. But yeah, all right, that's it for this video. I hope y'all stay safe, stay vigilant, stay healthy, drink your water, mind your business, be happy, be blessed, and I love y'all. Later.